Karen Whitmore stood in her pristine driveway, her manicured hands pressed firmly against her ears as the ambulance wailed down Maple Ridge Drive. The emergency vehicle slowed as it approached her perfectly positioned Honda Civic, which she deliberately parked diagonally across the street just moments before. "Excuse me, ma'am." The paramedic leaned out the passenger window, his voice strained with urgency. "We need to get through. Is a cardiac emergency at 247. Karen lowered her hands, her expression as rigid as the HOA covenant she'd memorized. "I'm sorry, but your siren violates Section 12.3 of our community noise ordinance. Excessive noise is strictly prohibited between the hours of 7 a.m. and 9 p.m. on weekdays." The paramedic's jaw dropped. Behind him, his partner frantically radioed dispatch while checking their GPS for alternate routes through the labyrinthine subdivision. "Ma'am, someone could die." "Rules are rules," Karen interrupted, pulling out her phone to document the violation. "I'm the HOA president, and I won't have emergency vehicles disrupting our peaceful community with their unnecessary noise pollution. There are other ways to handle medical situations without all this commotion." The driver, a burly man named Rodriguez, had seen plenty in his 15 years of emergency response, but nothing quite like this. "Lady Mrs. Henderson is having a heart attack. Every second counts." Karen's perfectly plucked eyebrows furrowed. She knew Eleanor Henderson, the sweet elderly woman who always complimented her rose garden during the annual HOA inspections. But rules were rules, and Karen had fought too hard to maintain order in Maple Ridge Estates to start making exceptions now. "I understand your concern," she said, her voice taking on the patronizing tone she perfected during countless HOA meetings. "But if we allow one violation, where does it end? Next, we'll have garbage trucks coming through at dawn, construction crews starting at sunrise. The property values would plummet." Rodriguez's partner, Jenkins, was already backing up the ambulance. "We're taking Elm Street," he called out, his voice tight with controlled anger. "Add 4 minutes to our ETA." As the ambulance disappeared around the corner, Karen felt a familiar surge of satisfaction. She'd maintained order, upheld the community standards, and sent a clear message that Maple Ridge Estates wouldn't tolerate chaos, even in the name of emergencies. But as she moved her car back into its designated spot, she noticed something that made her stomach clench. Mrs. Henderson's house at 247 was directly visible from her kitchen window. The same kitchen window where she'd watched the old woman collapse on her front porch while watering her beloved petunias just 20 minutes earlier. The same collapse that had prompted Karen to call 911 herself. Her phone buzzed with a text from an unknown number. "We know what you did, Karen. The whole neighborhood saw. This isn't over."